Welcome. This video is for students that are doing the drawing instead of the egg carton. So we have drawn the head of our animal, and I'm going to do the bunny today, but everything I show you is and can be applied to any of those animals that we have. I do need you guys to be looking at one of the images, either that I've given you or one that you have found. And so, yes, we're doing one that's straight on, and this one is angled, but I can see half of the face. The other half I'm just going to make look the same. And so right here, this is the first step, and I've taken a picture of this, and this can be found below this video. I have already tested out all of these colors to kind of see the range of colors from dark to light. And I've also looked at this picture and I've tried to find every single color that I can see in this bunny, all right? And then I've arranged the colors all from light to medium to dark. I have my pencil here as my gray, as you can see, black, gray. We have a dark brown, a medium brown, and a lighter brown. That one needs to be moved. And then we have a tan to a pink to a peach, and then white for any highlights after we put color on. Obviously, if I took white to white paper, we wouldn't see it very well. After you get a bunch of other color on, if you need to lighten an area, you can do that. All right. So with that said, when we start, this is our end result. Okay. We can see I've added color and I've layered it from light to dark. So when we start, we're starting down here with the peach, skipping the white, and we're going to slowly add all of these other colors. If you can only see two colors on your entire animal, you need to look harder, or you need to think about what other colors would be on there. So this is our end result. Now I'm going to show you how I did that. And I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to just kind of add color, and so that you can kind of see what I'm doing. I know a lot of you fast forward through my videos or change the speed, and that's fine as long as you're getting the content. I am grading you on your layering of colors. All right, so we're going to start with the lightest color here with peach. And I'm going to stay away from the eyes. I'm going to stay away from anything that I know is going to be solid black. Okay. And I am adding this light peach color very lightly to a lot of the areas of the rabbit. And we want to think about, how does the hair grow, right? If we look at this picture, we can see it kind of grows up or goes back. And so that's how we want to color too. So we're adding little lines at times, especially when we get to the darker colors. And those little lines are going to show how the hair grows, and will actually show the individual hairs in a way. All right, so that's my tan. And so now I'm going to go into my pink. There's a little bit of pink around the eyes. There's a little light area. I'm going to add some pink down below the mouth. But the majority of it's going inside the ears. Now, I do have some highlights, some areas that I want to keep white, so I'm not going to color everything inside the ears. Now into the tan. Tan is going to be this kind of color here, but I see that tan almost everywhere. So I'm going to really focus it down below the nose, but then go and add it elsewhere. You're going to want to focus your lines shorter if you're doing a pig, because their hair is a lot lighter. And then longer if you're doing foxes. because they have a little bit longer of a coat. So think about that when you're coloring too. So you can see how I've now added it to a lot of the face, with the main emphasis being on around the nose. Okay. So now I'm going into my red brown, gotten away from the tan. My red brown is located below the face, a little bit around the nose, and then I have some parts of it throughout. All right, then for our dark brown, even though the majority of our rabbit is gray, I'm going to come in and add some dark lines. And this almost looks grayish brown anyway. And these would be kind of those darker gray areas. That's kind of what I'm focusing on. So as you can see, as we get darker and darker, kind of starts to come to life. Things start to pop out a little bit more, but my lines become a lot shorter, and they're just about bringing areas out. Okay, all the way to the darkest. I don't like to use black unless I have to. And so the little, for the whiskers, all the little parts there, I'm going to do with a darker brown than I am going to do with the black. All right, and now I'm using pencil for my gray, partly because my gray broke. But the pencil can be used just like you would. And so for now, what I'm looking at is how can I get all the white spots that are left on here? How can I get those all turned to gray? Other than the little space around the eyes, which needs to stay lighter. And all these gray lines, I'm trying to show that they're hairs, so I'm doing small lines. going in the direction of all of my coloring. And so when we're done, you're going to see a lot more gray than anything, but you're going to also have that color from all those colors we put on before the gray, which is going to help bring kind of life to it. Right, then the last color we have to add is our black. And so we know that this part of the nose is black. And then really the eyes are so dark, but I don't want them to be as dark as the pupils. So I push real light there, and then I'm going to darken up the actual part of the eye, leaving that little white reflection still on there. And black is so powerful, and it usually flattens things out, and we don't want this to look flat. We want it to start to look almost 3D. So be careful with how you use it, where you use it. With whiskers, they should be real light lines. Okay, nothing colored in really dark. Okay, and so that is our bunny. Right, now I've been doing this for a long time, but please realize that really all you're doing is just layering colors, light to dark. Light goes almost everywhere, dark only goes in certain areas where you see it. Okay, and as you get darker and darker, there's less and less of that color that you're putting on here. Okay, so I will have a picture of this. Hope this video helped. Again, if you need me to do a video for your animal, let me know and I can do that. Otherwise, I'm just going to do the bunny and see how yours turns out. But please don't hesitate to email me and I will help you out with your individual one. All right, good luck. Remember, we're not doing anything to the bodies or anything today. You're just starting to add color. This is probably what we're doing for Friday's class. So what I just did here, stretch out between today's class for Thursday and Friday. All right, everyone. Good luck.